What is going on, guys? Happy Monday. Here is your episode of Monday Same Game Parlay, sponsored by Betfred Sports with your guy Krabs and Degen, who is fresh back from the sports book. Hope you survived. Hope you had a profitable weekend, and most importantly, had some fun.
Great time.
Did you?
Yes, literally as fresh as you possibly can be. But I got showered for you guys, so I'm ready to rock and roll.
Sure. Well, I appreciate it, obviously. Let's absolutely attack and dive into it. We have one heck of a game tonight. And look, we've been close, okay? But close isn't going to cut it,
Yeah.
The people need a goddamn winner, and they need it now. All right? So we have to attack. We can go ahead and pull up the SGP plus here and get to work and cut the shit and dive in and find some winners, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're here not to waste people's time. We're here to entertain and give the people a goddamn parlay that hits tonight. All right, let's build it. And let's start at the core. All right, Degen, I could probably answer this one for you, but are we going Cowboys to win this damn game tonight? What are we doing? I know it's your Bucs, but what are we liking for a side?
Yeah, I do like the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win the game. And I think at the 2.5, it was at 3, it's down to 2.5. I think the 2.5 is still juiced. I've heard it's gotten back to 3 at some places. I think at this point, do you want to get a little alt and go higher to juice up the parlay, or do you want to just play it safe and take them to win?
I want a winner. I want to win today.
Good with that.
I think we move. We take the Cowboys ML. I know me personally, I'm on that tonight.
Yep.
For a good amount of coin.
Yeah.
So I think we take that and we move. Now, are there any leans, any angles you've got in a total or maybe a team total in this game?
Yeah, I love the Cowboys team total. It was the first bet I made when the playoff lines came out. I got it at 23.5. It's kind of unfortunate. All 5 games so far have gone over because you get a little concerned, like, oh no, are we due for the under game? But no, I'm not going to really play the due theory. I think we see points. The Bucs are. I don't think they're a very good team, and I don't think their defense is very good. I know the Cowboys have struggled recently. But I think they can score points. Now, the one thing that concerns me is I do think if I'm trying to play out the game script of what I'd do in this game, I wouldn't try to put too much pressure on Dak, right? We've seen him struggle. We know he's thrown an interception in like 7 straight games or something. Playoffs are a new season. I think if I'm the Cowboys, I try to get the running game going. Take the pressure off him. You don't really need to force deep bombs. So that does, I guess, concern me a little bit because if you're running the ball, you're controlling the clock and running the clock, maybe you don't put up as many points. But I do like the team total, and I really like Tony Pollard.
As do I. So I'm super down to target Tony Pollard in some sort of fashion. What number did you get the Cowboys TTO at?
23.5.
Okay, that's around where it's hovering now.
Yeah.
I'd be down to put it in. Look, I think we get points from the Cowboys. My only hesitancy, although the total did go up a point since it's opened, my only hesitancy would be that there's more money on the over, obviously, and that we've seen so many freaking overs, right? So
I agree.
I think maybe for now we just move and don't target this, but let's keep it on our short list and circle back if we need another play.
Okay.
Because I do think the Cowboys TTO will hit, but I think we could find other winners accordingly. And I think we start with Tony Pollard. I do.
Yeah, I like him to score. I like him to run. I like him to catch. I don't know if there's a combination of rushing and receiving yards that we can attack. I just like him. I like him to do a lot. What I kind of see this game playing out like, Krabs, not in terms of the score, but you remember the Cowboys-Vikings game, right? Where I talked you off, unfortunately. But the Cowboys played bully ball. And look, the defense, the Vikings defense, I think is the worst in the league. I'm not saying the Bucs are that bad, but I think this is the kind of game where I see the Cowboys running at 5 yards a carry. And I think Pollard's going to bust one. I just don't know. Is he going to do it off like a swing pass, or is he going to do it running? You know what I mean? So that's where I'd really like to attack, like a combination of the yards. But like I said, I do think he scores.
Okay. I do too. I'm not seeing any. It looks like we do have some ATTSs, which is fire. We haven't had these in the past, so they're adding more shit, which is a W. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any Pollard on here. So we might have to look to target him somewhere else. I'd also be down to target Lenny, playoff Lenny in some sort of capacity too.
And I agree. I was listening to you and Javon talk about that. I totally agree. Before we get to the Bucs, though, real quick, in terms of another player, I kind of think both teams need to take away the best receiver on the field. So I think Lamb and Evans are guys I'm going to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of maybe attacking Michael Gallup or Chris Godwin. I think those are the guys that kind of step up tonight, whether it's catches, depending on what the number is. If it's pretty low, Gallup, I think he'd have 3 or 4 catches, or yards. So I'm just throwing that out there when we're scrolling, if we see anything that stands out. But yes, I like Lenny tonight. I think he runs, and I think he scores as well.
Okay. Look, Leonard's prop is at 36.5-ish on the books. I think we take Lenny 35 plus to get his rush yards.
And was that low?
They're going to give him the rock.
Was that low, or was that where it should be?
I mean, with the way that
he's
been, I would not say it was high. I'd say with the way he's been playing and the way that line's looked, and with the game script we're expecting, I'd say it's right where it should be. And I like the over, and I think we buy low on Lenny here. He's been getting a lot of disrespect. I think they utilize him, and I think the Cowboys are gonna strap up some of these receivers, and they're gonna have to run the ball with Lenny to some extent. So definitely don't want to take any Rachaad White. I like his unders. I think we try to target playoff Lenny here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like it. And I don't think he played against the Falcons, so he's rested.
Should be all rested up. They're not resting him to not play him tonight.
Yep.
Why would they rest him in that game if he wasn't going to be unleashed today?
If there's any position I love attacking rested players, it's running back, especially a tough guy, a hard runner like Lenny. Yeah, I really like him tonight. Pollard and Fournette are my favorite guys. I'm personally probably going to take both of them to score in a parlay. I don't know that we have to do that in ours, though.
Yeah. And we could take Pollard, rushing. We could take him receiving. Mm-hmm. We got some options here. Oh, looks like we do have Tony Pollard touchdown. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. So I'd be in to take him touchdown for sure.
Okay. Great.
Okay. We take him to get in the damn end zone. Shout out Fred for adding some ATTSs. Sure.
Nice. Sure.
Another prop I like would be suck up field goals, but I don't know if that's up here. I don't know if we're getting any field goal props.
You like him over?
I do.
Okay. Do we have interception props?
We don't, but I like Dak's under, and that wouldn't
too.
be on here anyways. That's going to be a straight bet.
I fucking knew you would too.
That's going to be a straight bet, brother. But hey, look, we could roll with this. Now, I do want to go back to the drawing board and potentially add one more, but right now we've got a plus 600 piece. All right. We've got Cowboys to win. We've got Lenny to get 35 yards, and we've got TP to find the end zone at plus 600 already. I don't hate it. Degen, are we thinking there's any more props you really like in this one? Is there one guy that's sticking out that you'd feel bad if we leave out?
No. I would say I gotta have Pollard in there some way, and I really like Lenny. I think Lenny scores too, but I really like Lenny rushing yards. I agree with you. Like I said, the only other two guys that I'm gonna personally be targeting would be Gallup or Godwin. And the thing with Godwin is we know Brady is, always throws it quick release, throws it short. He'll take the deep shots kind of when he has to, but the Bucs O-line, as we know, is known all year, is not very good. They are getting Ryan Jensen back, but you can add some pass protection with a tight end or a running back. But with the way Brady has played his entire career, you also can just throw it underneath. I think they go to Godwin like crazy. His receiving targets on Prize Picks is 9.5. That is incredibly high, just targets. And he has only gone over that once in the last 5 games. So I think that's very telling. I think Javon pointed that out last week. So I do think we get a heavy dose of Godwin. And Mike Evans is, like I said, he went nuts against the Panthers, but he had to. You know what I mean? They were down, and the Panthers couldn't control them. Their DBs were also terrible. I think the Cowboys, Dan Quinn's a smart defensive coordinator. You got to know, don't let anyone get behind you. Remove Evans from the equation. And I think they'll say, all right, you can beat us with Lenny chewing up the ground, and maybe underneath with Godwin. But I think that's going to be a bend, don't break type of thing for the Cowboys. And I do think both teams get points.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. I wish we could take our guy Godwin receiving targets on here. I'm going to have to hit up my guy Fred, see if we can have that next time.
What about
around.
catches? What is he for catches?
Let's see if we can find him.
And we don't have to add him. I'm just curious. We're just shopping here.
We're just shopping around, looking around, you know. Let's see if we can get him down here. Let's see if we can find Godwin.
Okay.
On here. Let's see. I'm not seeing our friend too much on here. We got receiving yards for Godwin. That might be it.
That's it. Okay.
That might be
I feel like we don't force it.
I think we try to get this 3-piece through the net is what we try to do.
I like that.
Godwin touchdown we could take, but I don't know if I want to take that. I think we move with what we've got built because it's going to hit. And let's not get cute.
Yeah.
I think we move with Cowboys ML. They win this damn game. This is going to be a significantly large investment for the two of us, at least on here on the ML. I know that for a fact. We've got Lenny, playoff Lenny, 35 plus yards. Even if they're losing, I still think they'll have to use them to move the ball. I really do. Mm-hmm. And then we've got our guy TP, find a pay dirt. And we've got this at plus 600. And all we need is 3 things to happen. All right. At the end of the day, we want to minimize the amount of stuff we need to happen in these parlays.
Yep.
And I think we found a pretty damn good way to get this, juiced up just enough where it's worth it at plus 600, but also realistic, right? So Let's go Cowboys. Never thought I'd say that.
No.
But obviously, I know it's disgusting, does not feel right. But we obviously appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in to Monday SGP, sponsored by Betfred on the Hammer Betting Network. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed us putting together some SGPs. And hey, Degen, don't let the boys get hot. All right. I got a good feeling about this one tonight.
I do too, sadly, as a Bucs fan.
I got a good feeling about this one tonight. As a Bucs fan, hey, it's a win-win for you tonight, right? You take the Cowboys and they win, or, your bet loses, you're a piss, but at least your team won. It's a win-win.
Right.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it, my man. We'll run this back again next week. Chat, appreciate it too. All right. This is your episode of Monday SGP. We'll be seeing you next week. All right. Peace.
Peace. Good luck.